Hey, Mark, how are you? Heidi ho, guys and gals. Brandon, how are you? Congratulations on your certifications. Looks like you've been kicking ass on that stuff. Raging. We'll be in the chat tonight. It's been a long day of unpacking this house. Oh, you're home. Awesome. No problem. No problem. M. Leeser, how are you? Hey, Brandon, says Mark. Rail, how are you doing? Hope everybody had a good weekend. Hey, M. What up, Quick Wrench? I'll be on in a few. Awesome. We'll see you in a jiffy, Dave. Yep, I did some work in the garage today. Nice. You got your toolboxes in there already, Region? Hey, Mark. Had ourselves a pretty good week here. Besides the little mishap that happened on the Milwaukee. I don't know if y'all see my short. Yep, not all done yet, but it's coming along nicely. That's great. And so store policy apparently is that they're not going to refund your money. So I got another one. So as you notice it's still in the box. And with the old one, I wasn't really impressed with how it was, you know, with the amount of torque it was putting out. That's what they were claiming it would. Good, good, good. I'm thinking of picking up a Vessel ball handle electric screwdriver. Yeah, I got one, Mark. Right here. That's the one you're talking about? We got Cajun. Boo, what's up?
What's up, Theo? Damn, I should have shaved.
Yeah, you should have.
Damn.
Well, yeah, Mark, this thing has been awesome, especially for like dash work and stuff like that. It's just great. You don't need a whole collection of screwdrivers or anything like that. You just make sure you put the bits on there, and
How you doing, Theo?
I'm doing good.
That's good. How y'all doing, everybody in chat? Lisa, Mark, Real, Quick Wrench, Makuzan, Regent. Let's see who else was in here. Oh, Brandon.
Yeah, this is 280 minutes or 280 RPMs screwdriver one. I didn't
Who
even
got a
know they had a high.
certification?
I didn't even know they had a high speed one.
Who got a certification?
Brandon.
Oh, okay. What? Small engine?
Yeah,
engine?
what was it? Toro, wasn't it, Brandon? I think it was Toro.
Oh, okay, yeah. Certified, authorized warranty and all that stuff. Technician.
I can't quite remember. You got to ask him.
Okay. Well, if you got a
Oh, there
video
it
out on it,
is.
Yanmar,
Yeah,
sir. Okay.
Yamar.
Cool deal. Hell, that's diesel too. Most of them, anyway.
But yeah, Mark, I like this thing a lot. So, like I said, especially for like around dash stuff and whatnot, this thing is great.
I was gonna say Brandon don't need no Briggs and Stratton tech certification. He don't need that. He's got the know-how on that already.
It's so I can work on their diesel mowers.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, I didn't buy the one with the bits. I bought just a screwdriver because I already got so many bits, man. It's unbelievable. So I didn't buy the set. I just bought the screwdriver, and yeah, I mean, it's got some. I mean, it's got some pretty good torque on it. If you push this button and you go for it, you got to watch out. Don't twist out of your hand. So you really got to hold it.
That one?
Yeah.
Damn. You got some torque then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and if it can't do it, then you just give it a half a turn and then pull the trigger, and then it'll zip it right out. So I mean, this
Okay.
thing is. But like for a plastic panel, you have to worry about over torquing it with this thing. That's the, and it's like I said, it's nice and it's
Right.
pretty small. So
I got you, Brandon. Got the Master Service Tech certification. That works.
so just to show you, you can put the long one in there, and you can put the short one in there too. Oh, but then that goes in there a little further, but it doesn't lock near as good. You need to have this end on it to lock it, but you can run it either which way. But yeah, that's been a great little screwdriver. Yeah, it's got more torque than you think, Mark, but it's not like it's a torque monster. But like I said, if it's really tight, you just gotta turn it by hand for like a half a turn and then pull the trigger on it, and it'll do it.
What happened with your Milwaukee impact?
What's that?
What happened with your Milwaukee impact?
Oh, what a piece of shit!
Huh?
What a piece of shit!
Your Milwaukee?
Yeah.
Really? I thought you've been having that thing for years.
No, this is the brand new one. The brand new one.
I remember you had an old one and then you just bought a new one not long ago. I mean, not long, within 6 months. I think.
No, it's not even a month old.
Oh, a month. Oh, really?
Yeah, it was only a couple weeks, and like I said, I was working on some engine mount bolts, and the fucker just locked up on me.
Damn. What? No. You still got your old one though, right?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, and then in between this one and the old one, I run the. Let me grab the old one. I grabbed the old. I used the old one with the 5.0 battery on it, And if you put that battery on that, I mean, that really wakes this impact up. And
Yeah.
to be honest with you, I don't really see how much, that thing there, at least the old one that I had, didn't necessarily have that much more torque versus this one here with that 5.0 battery on it.
Okay, so that's your old one right there, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
Okay,
you can tell it's my old one.
Oh, okay. Now, so then you got your brand new one. It took a shit on you, and they won't take it back at the store.
Yeah, they did. They exchanged it, but I asked for my money, and they said, "Well, store policy is we don't give you money back."
What's that?
Oh, so they gave you a new one. Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
What's that, babe?
Is that the new stubby M12?
Yeah.
Did you get
Not
a good
that
one or
one.
a bad one?
The other one.
Do what?
Did you get a good one or a bad one?
I don't know. I haven't touched it. It's still in the box.
Because everybody I know that's buying it, it's like 50-50. 50% you get a good one, 50% you got nothing. It's a piece of shit.
Really?
Yeah. I had two guys in my shop buy one. The one guy's works like a freaking charm. It's definitely more powerful than the old one. The whole 9 yards. The other guy that bought one, it's a dud. It doesn't do shit. It's weak. It's wimpy.
Yeah,
I said go exchange it for another one. They got to have some kind of quality control issue with it right now.
Well, the anvil locked up on me, and I tried it on some brake caliper bolts. Nothing, and I grabbed this one, and it did it. So
Yeah,
people
like I said,
saying
I got two guys
people
I work
say
with.
that this one has that much more torque. Yeah, I don't think so.
Everybody's been bragging on
one
it.
guy I work with, it's way more powerful than his old version. The other guy, I keep telling him it's a dud. Take it back to the store, exchange it, return it, get a new one. Go to Home
Put
Depot.
the 5.0 battery on your old one, and you got a lot more torque out of the old one. Hey, Walter, how are you? I've not had a problem with mine yet. Well, I'm not going to take my chances anymore. I'll tell you that much. That soured, for me, that really soured the deal.
Well, at least they gave you another one,
Where'd you buy it?
I'd rather have my money back. But
Where'd you buy it at?
Yeah.
Ace?
Ace Friendly Hardware. Ace is the place.
They wouldn't give you a refund?
Huh?
They wouldn't give you a refund?
Nope.
On what
Give him
basis?
another one.
On what basis wouldn't they give you a refund?
Store policy.
They probably know they ain't worth a shit.
Like I said, I know a lot of people have gotten them, and I'm getting mixed reviews. Some guys say they're shitty right out of the box. I've had some guys get them, and they know people that get them that didn't even work out of the box. And others, their thing works like a charm. So
Every video I've seen on it.
Well, I know it's a problem because the guy behind the counter, he grabbed the impact, smacked it on the counter with the nose on the anvil like that, and it ran.
Oh, damn.
Yeah,
So it's
they
like-
got to have some quality control issue with that gun right now.
Yeah, that tells me that I am not the only one.
All the videos out there, they say, hey, man, this thing's got more power and all that's cool. But, they just got those impacts, too. They hadn't run them through their sea trials yet. They hadn't actually put them to work real hard for a length of time. And 2 weeks going out, jamming up. I thought it was a little longer than that. But anyway, that's not right.
Yeah, I only used it like 5 or 6 times. And like I said, I was doing those engine mount bolts, and it just, the last bolt, it just said, it just hung up.
Those don't have a lock on them like a drill does it?
No.
When you let go of the trigger, it locks up and it stays locked.
No, it don't.
Okay.
See, I'm not a fan of that high-speed ratchet.
Me either. It's
It
faster.
It might work really well if you're in the southern states, but if you get it like up here in Michigan where shit's all rusty, if there was any chance of having any, like once it's initially broke loose, if there's any chance of running into any resistance on the backing off,
You
it
can't
dies
beat
right
this.
out. It dies right out, man.
This has
It's
way
not-
more torque.
If it had 10 more foot-pounds of torque, that high speed would probably work fine.
Yep.
it's just lacking that little bit of torque, and it will stop on you. And it's what good is high speed if you can't continue the fastener all the way out?
Well, and that's what I like about the Snap-on. It's not as fast, but it has more torque. But it's faster than the older Milwaukee ones. All right, Brandon. Thanks for stopping in. Good night and congratulations.
Yeah, have a good night, Brandon.
So how's the little one doing?
Good.
I have to swap out a mailbox.
Yep. The little one is doing great.
What'd you say? It's number 9?
8.
8.
Oh, she just had a baby not long ago?
Yeah, that's why we didn't have a live last Sunday.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
She is today officially a week old.
The deal's not telling you. His number 9's on the way.
No.
He took care of business at the hospital, man. I swear to God, I have this Chaldean family down the street from me. I swear to God, I almost want to go ask the husband, are you banging her? Are you banging her at the hospital? I mean, dude, she pops out a baby and next to she's pregnant again. They got to have like 11 or 12 kids down there now. I mean, they can just line them up. It's like an arrow pointing up. If you go from youngest to oldest.
Like a stair step?
Yeah, I mean, it seems like you just had a baby. Next thing you know, you look at her, like she's pregnant again. I mean, she's one of those women that shows quick. She's not a very big lady. I mean, she shows quick that she's pregnant. And I swear to God, this last one pregnancy she had, it seemed like I started to know she was pregnant like a month after she was out of the hospital from having the last baby. And I'm like, nah, she can't be pregnant. Me and my neighbor talking to each other like, she can't be pregnant. She just had a baby. And they're like, nah, she looks pregnant. I'm like, sure as shit, she ended up being pregnant.
Yeah, Raging. I bought my Snap-on dealer gave me a good price on them. They were actually a little bit cheaper than the Milwaukee Bear Tool.
Damn.
That's why I went with the Snap-on ratchets. That's why I did it. And then I traded those off for the wrench sets that I got. So I think I did pretty good. And he was charging, what was it, $70 for the batteries. So
Yeah, $70 for the batteries isn't bad. I think they retail for a little over 100 now.
yeah.
I think they're like 104.95 or something like that. They were 99 or 98 at one time, but they went up again.
I paid $100 for the high speed. Oh, you can't beat that. Yeah, I paid, what was it, $200 for the quarter long and short, and $220 for the 3/8 long and short, and then $70 per battery. So
Yeah, Raisin, jump up in here and set your phone up where we can see what you're doing in the garage. Brand new. It's the 3/8. $100 for 3/8 one. Not bad.
I'll tell you what, I worked the dog shit out of my quarter drive.
Which one you use most? The long neck?
Yeah, long neck quarter drive.
Yeah, the long neck I use. That's like my 90%. I grab the long neck.
Yeah, dude, that my quarter long neck, that is my number one go-to. He's wiped out.
No, I'm wiped out. Okay. Yeah, I talked to him earlier on the phone,
and I will tell people, a lot of people sit there and say, oh, the Snap-on doesn't have the torque that the Milwaukee has, like the Milwaukee M12. What's the one what was your M12 you had before the high speed?
Those were
M12 fuel. M12
Yeah.
fuel.
Yeah, I had the
disagree. I think the
non-fuel.
Snap-on has a lot more torque than the Milwaukee does.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that 1/4 inch, if you're running in 10 mil bolts, doing like timing chain covers or timing work on like Ecotech or something, you'll snap the son of a bitches if you're not careful.
Yeah, you gotta ease them in.
They'll snap those little 6 mil bolts like it's nothing.
Yeah, but these are great. And then the 3/8, I use that more when I work on tractors or stuff like that. The bigger.
And what
Big-
batteries on it? You said your dealer gave it to you for $70 the batteries?
Yeah,
At 2.5 amp hour?
yeah, 2.5. See that?
I just know some of the Snap-on guys, they don't sell a lot of inventory. Some of them still have the old 2.0s. I think they started the original 14.4 battery, I think was a 1.5 amp hour. Then it went to a 2.2 amp hour, and then it's a 2.5. And I hear they're even coming out with another one that's supposed to push the 3 amp hour range.
Really? Well,
In fact, I probably have an old battery here. Yeah, this one here, you can't see it, but it says 1.5 amp hour on it. That battery's probably 5 or 6 years old.
yeah.
But it's a 1.5 amp hour battery. The
Yeah,
battery.
these are all 2.5s.
I don't even know why I still have it. The battery case is broke on me. I like broke it right here. You can see
Oops.
Yeah, as long as it works, though. That's all you need.
and you will notice a big power difference between the 1.5 and the 2.5s. If you ever had any of the old 1.5 amp hour batteries, you throw that 2.5 amp on it, you hear the difference in the motor and the speed, the torque, everything.
Yeah. Yeah, get some JB Weld on it, Dave. It'll break right back off, Mark, as soon as you're trying to take it out of the tool.
Well, you can buy the cases off of eBay. I can buy a new case and put the battery in a new case, but I don't know if it's worth it because it's a 1.5 amp hour battery.
No, because if you say it's 5 or 6 years old, it's going to be on its way out soon.
In fact, I can find out now. I can go try to plug it in a charger. I probably won't charge.
I would just tell your dealer, warranty it. I'll give you $50 for a new one.
You probably could do that too.
Yeah, I would.
I don't know how closely they look at shit when the dealer sends them back under warranty.
That's right, Mark. 5 years old.
It doesn't know me anything.
Right.
Yeah, you got your money's worth out of that thing.
Yeah. Well, the only thing not sure what to do with this thing right now, so
Y'all got some weather over there, Dave?
We mean,
Theo? Y'all get some bad weather up there?
no, it's just
tonight.
cooling off.
Thought y'all might have had some bad weather today, or it's probably coming. You got,
nothing yet.
they were saying on
Cooled
the
off. I don't
on
know
the,
if the weather reports.
weather all the way from the Great Lakes all the way down to the Gulf. Big front coming through and bad weather. Hell, they had tornadoes all night last night in Oklahoma. They're like a F4 or something in some little town northeast of Oklahoma City.
What tool trucks do you have, Theo? Just snap on Cornwell?
Yeah, snap on a Cornwell.
Let's see what your Cornwell dealer, they'll give you on truck credit for that brand new Milwaukee. His price for that Milwaukee is way higher than what you paid for it at
Right. Well, I was kind of thinking maybe talk to my Snap-on guy about that. I may get me an 861. I don't know.
I think you'll like an 861 if you get one.
Well, that way I got, one of each. And see, the biggest problem with eBay, Mark.
We are getting some rain right now, I guess, according to the radar map. You probably can't see it. Well,
Yep.
Bunch of
Oh yeah, we can see it.
That's over the state of Michigan. That blue dot is right where I'm at, wherever it is right here.
Right. Yeah, I see it. Yeah, you're right in the middle of some rain.
Says it is. I don't know if it's actually raining out.
That actually looked like light rain.
I know it's raining a lot north of me. It looks like rain's coming Theo's way. It's right now around St. Louis.
When it gets here, it gets here. We can use it because it's dry.
How far south of Indianapolis are you?
Storms the other
How
day.
far south of Indy are you?
I'm north of Indy.
Then you're going to get rain.
I'm right between, basically, if you look at Indy and Fort Wayne, I am 2/3 north of Indy and 1/3 south of Fort Wayne.
Yeah, in the morning you'll have rain, it looks like. And then I'll get some of that too later.
Yeah, the biggest problem with power tools on eBay, Mark, is everybody else will beat your price. Nah, my Snap-on guy is pretty good. He likes to wheel and deal. Cornwall guy is good too, but he's not as much of a wheel and dealer as the Snap-on guy is.
What's the name of that little screwdriver you had earlier? First part
Vessel.
of the string? Vessel.
Got your
Okay.
agent.
We had light snow all day here, but didn't stick. Jesus Christ, you had snow already, real? Oh, man. Yeah, that Vessel screwdriver, man, it's a nice little screwdriver, especially when you work on interior stuff.
I bought a kit a couple of years ago. What's the volt rating on that?
The volt rating? I don't know.
Yeah.
Let me grab it again.
I bought one off the Matco truck, and it works well, but it doesn't have enough torque. I wish it had more torque, and I think the Vessel has more torque.
Jesus Christ. 3.6?
3.6 volt.
Yeah.
That's what my Matco one is. I just think my Matco one could give a little more torque. I know Matco don't make it, so I don't know who makes the freaking Matco screwdriver.
When I had my radio shop, I had a driver drill. It had a rocker switch, a long one, about like that. And you on the top was forward, on the bottom was backwards. You just did like that.
Charge it right there. There's your charge port.
Yeah.
And that little thing came in
The
handy.
Vessel's very similar to the one I have from Matco. It's just I don't know who makes Matcos.
And then here's your, say if you want to take it out, you push it down, or push it up toward the handle like this. And if you want to push it, screw it in, you push down on it. So, this little bastard here, they can twist right out of your hands.
Wow. I like that little skill I had. It was a pistol grip. Rocker switch, up, back, up, and then the bottom one was backwards. Like that. And it wasn't that big, and it was perfect for for opening up radios all the time. What's up,
Hey,
Terry?
The Vessel one is branded by a bunch of different companies.
Oh, so like if I buy one, it won't be the exact same one as Theo's? Same name, but different product.
Yeah, I don't know who makes the Matco one that Matco sells. It could be Vessel. I have no idea. I'd never asked my Matco dealer. he usually does know who makes the products that he sells under the Matco label. He usually can tell you exactly who makes it. Every time I run, I mean to ask him all the time, and I never remember to ask him when I'm on his truck.
Thank you, Derek. Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
A lot of Matco guys don't know who makes their products. They just sell the damn shit on their trucks. Or a lot of them say, "Oh, it's Matco." Matco doesn't make any tools, man.
Right.
My dealer,
Well, like I said, I like it a
dealer's
lot.
actually informed, and he can tell you who makes it. I think a lot of my Matco dealer that I had before this guy, he never wanted to tell you who makes their stuff or who makes it for them. Like say, he might say, "Oh, it's made to our specifications by such and such company." My last Matco guy always wanted to play like he didn't know because I think he was afraid that too many people would look into the actual company that makes it and see what the price of it is.
I wanted the case for grab and go. Yep. Yeah, and like I said, Mark, the only reason why I didn't do the case is I already got so many bits, man. It's nuts.
I used to have a bunch of them little strips of bits.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how many I used to have. Man.
I did buy something from Harbor Freight.
Yeah.
Light? Is that a strip? Stand-up light?
How is that actually working?
It's
yeah, that's what I thought. They had them on sale a while back for I think $14.99, something like that.
Not this one. It was
Icon. They were on sale. They had a big sale a couple of months ago, and they had all the lights were on sale.
So far, it works fine. I have two of them. This is the one I bought for the house. I figured for $50, it's pretty solid built. It's pretty solid construction. It's got a nice strong magnet on the backside here, and a pretty decent magnet here. It's not that strong down here, but it's a copycat of a Snap-on.
Yeah.
Magnets are stronger on this. Runtime between these two on their lowest setting is about the same. That one's like $160 list, and this is $59.95, and you can use a 15% off coupon on it and get it for $50, and then you can add an $8 2-year free replacement to it, bring it back up to basically your $59.99. And if it gets fucked up in any way, shape, or form over the next 2 years, you get a free light. You get a new one, as long as they still make it. Construction, they feel about equal. And the rubber, the weight, everything about them feels about equal. I will say this plastic does not hold up as well as a Snap-on to chemical resistance.
Yeah, because I already saw that the Icon one is not.
Clean and you can take and wipe it all right off.
Yeah.
It only does it on the first spray. Now this feels like Trex, that fake wood. But if I spray this again with Brake Clean, nothing else happens to it. So it just takes like an outer shiny layer off of it. So I don't know. We'll see how it works. But it's only $50. I want to compare.
Well, Snap-on makes the one that you just showed. They make them again.
Yeah, I just wanted to see how this for $50 or whatever. I want to see how this works and how it compares to the Astro. Another thing that Astro has an advantage of is I love the wireless charge.
Yeah.
Snap-on has the advantage. You can buy additional batteries. And
this
is
my go-to from Astro. Well, you can't see it anymore, but
this one here has the removable batteries that you can buy.
How do you like that?
You can buy a charge station for it and buy additional batteries, or you can plug in a USB-C port right up here and charge it. That is one advantage of the Snap-on. You can buy additional batteries. As long as the light's still worth it and not busted all the hell.
Yeah, I use this. This is my go-to now.
I use that Astro. In fact, I have an Astro set here too.
In my opinion, you just can't beat that. You can't beat that magnetic charge. I mean, you just throw this. You see that?
Like this Astro, this is a commonly used light at my work. I use.
Yep.
I will say though, over a long period of time of use, it will get beat up here, and you may break it down here at the flex joint. But they're only 50 some bucks, right?
$60 for just the light, $80 for the charge pad with light.
They went up a little bit then since I bought my last ones.
Yeah, since I got this one, I don't use these anymore.
But this does lack some durability, but still, I think for the money, it's a pretty solid, good light.
Yeah.
Runtime on it's quite good.
See, you see what I like about it? This one here has just one button, and it's just tip, front, off, nothing in between. Nice and simple. Some of those lights got 20 fucking different settings, and then this one here is the same thing, but sometimes you press the double light one, and if you don't watch out, you
blind yourself.
Yeah, it's
blind
like
yourself.
But this is the same thing. That's what I really like about those Astros, man. They just, I don't need 20 different settings. I just want to have one button. You press it, light comes off. You press it again, light goes off or on and off. And then if you hold it,
yeah, dims and stuff.
yep, you can dim it all the way down. Or this is the brightest setting. And normally I leave them on the lowest setting, and it'll last a good while. And when you're done at the end of the day, you just throw it on the charge pad.
I usually leave mine on the lower settings.
Yeah. I got this one too from Astro.
Yeah, I got that too.
And that goes on that wireless charge pad too. It's pretty good light. The only thing I don't like about it is I wish that magnet was a little bigger, a little wider. I think that would do this light a lot better.
Yeah, the magnet's a little weak.
Yeah, it's not bad, but it could be better. If it would have been twice as wide, it would have been a lot better light, I think. And at first you think, what the hell is this design? But it's actually pretty handy that it offsets itself like that. But yeah, this is my go-to. And then when I work under the vehicle, then that one goes. So. But that straight one, you never have to worry about your flex joints going out.
Never fold them and put them back in the drawer. Just leave them unfolded, but turn it off. Leave them unfolded and put them somewhere. That way you're not folding and unfolding, and it won't wear out.
Well, you drop these a couple times and they just get floppy.
Yeah, they're not the most durable plastic.
Yeah.
No.
And then when you clean these, the handle gets a little sticky. And after about, I don't know, when you start using it a little bit, it goes away. But these handles don't like to get cleaned.
You got them seasoned after a while. They seasoned. That's why they don't get sticky, like a black iron pot.
See, I got one that is like brand new right here.
$710's in the house.
710, how are you? I love that magnetic charge base, though. I mean, I think that's hard to beat.
Dave's not here, man. The other Dave. That's the truth tonight. He's not here.
Yeah, that's even with double tiles, Mark. It just feels a little sticky. and then, like I said, after using it for, I don't know, for just a little bit, when you start handling it again, it goes away. But the new one, that straight one that I got, that doesn't have that at all. I mean, that's a really good light.
Who else makes the wireless charge systems now? The wireless charging.
Matco has them too.
Matco has it.
Yeah.
I know I've seen them.
But what they want for that shit, holy fuck. But it's like with everything else from Matco, it's not cheap. And then I got this one here too from Astro. That's a pretty nice little light. It's got the dial on it. And it's got, I use it more for the AC stuff. It's pretty bright. This is a nice light for throwing in your bag if you got to go somewhere and you want to have a light with you. It's got a magnet on the back. It's got a clip. It's just a handy little thing. But this little bastard here, I mean, the battery don't last very long on it. That's the only downfall. So.
But yeah, you can charge your phone on the wireless charge pad, but you got to then lay your wireless charge pad down on a flat surface because the phone's not magnetic.
Renegade, how are you?
What's up, Renegade?
I didn't know. I got the Astro on the hood light too, and that I really like that thing. Look how thin that is.
So the one I use is a Mac one. It's produced by their division of DeWalt. But I
but
like
those fold, ain't it?
Yeah. It folds,
Yeah,
and you can put any 20-volt battery you want on it. I mean, so you want it to run all freaking day. Well, it's also got a sensor on it that you can set. You can turn it on like motion sensor. It doesn't detect any motion for a while. It shuts itself off.
What is it, Theo? What is that?
That's a Astro underhood light.
I have one similar to that.
Oh, okay.
I have one similar to that at the house here.
But it's really, what I like about it is really thin. And what I have, that was my biggest complaint with the Milwaukee.
I have this guy. That's an
old with those, Dave, I bump when you work on a pickup truck and you got to go all the way into the back at the engine bay there under the cowl and whatnot. I bump my head on those things.
But that's why it's at the house.
Well, that's why I like this one.
I don't use this one at work anymore.
See, that's why
this was an old one made by Monster. I'm sure it's still made today. It probably is under K-Tool or something.
See, that's what I like about this one. I don't bump my head anymore with this thing. Hey, Renegade, you want to buy mine?
Is that a 3/8?
3/8, brand new in the box.
Yeah, he'll sell it to you. Discount.
No, not discount. Boo, you don't know me very well.
No warranty, though.
Yeah, Milwaukee still has warranty.
No, I'm talking about you ain't going to give a warranty with that one.
No. Yeah, as long as it works, Mark, that's what counts, my man.
He said, "No, I heard about yours." Okay.
That's a new one though that he's got.
That's the
not
new
the one he
one.
did the video on. It's not the one he did the video on.
No, I went back to the store and they gave me a new one. I asked them for a refund. They said we don't do that. So, and even the manager said, "Sorry, we can't do a refund. We gladly exchange it for you, or you can keep the old one." I definitely don't want to keep the old one. That's right, Rail.
Another mountain feed. Yep.
Yeah, I need to get my hustle on. Yeah, we'll see. Like I said, this Thursday, Snap-on guy will be here. See if he can twist his arm a little bit. That blows take a beating, so I went with a brand new. Gotcha. Thanks, Renegade. Appreciate that. So what else is new in your world, Dave?
Not a whole heck of a lot. Just got a bunch of weird shit at work.
Weird shit.
Well, I got a bunch of cars that have been at multiple other shops. Now they're at my shop.
Uh-huh. That's going to be fun.
The one I'm having the most fun with is a shit, I can't remember exactly what year it is. It's not that old. Maybe a 16 or 17 Ford Escape. It has an intermittent parasitic jaw on it, and nobody's been able to find it.
Intermittent, huh?
It's got to be intermittent, man.
Those fucking suck.
It's got to be because I hook my equipment up to it, man. And when everything shuts down, I drop all the way down to about a 32 milliamp draw.
Yeah.
And I've actually sat there and left my power probe hook on it overnight. It'll measure peaks, and it'll tell me what the max was and what the least was.
Yeah.
And I've left it overnight hooked up, and coming the next day, and it's still reading the same thing. And cars, you can put the battery cable back on, the car starts right up. You could have the car sitting at the shop for 2 days, battery connected, go out to it after 3 nights sitting out in the shop, in the parking lot. It'll start right up like nothing's wrong. And then you can hook up your equipment to it again, test it. Oh, right back down to a 32 milliamp draw. Call it a day, hook the battery back up. I'll come in the next morning, and the fucking thing's dead. Something's got to be turning on, and it's not on a daily basis. It's every so many days.
Intermittent problem.
Yeah, every once in a while, something's not shutting down or something's coming back on.
Some corrosion.
I got to play with this thing and figure it out. I just wish it would do it within the period of time I'm at work. I wish I could catch it.
Probably got some corrosion somewhere.
Yeah, or sticky relay.
Really? Sticking relay would draw more than 32 milliamps, though. I would think.
Speed
relays,
Ranch, what's
they
up?
don't kick in, but like say the start Speed Ranch. What's up, Cass?
Human interface module.
That means there's a short between the driver and the seat.
I don't know this one. It's just being a little tricky. I even threw a new battery at it. I threw a new battery in it just to see how it would be. And like I said, man, I'll measure the draw. Draw's fine. Connect the battery back up. I thought maybe the battery was just doing it like a ticking of shit on its own.
Yeah. Dead cell or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
something like that. Something like the battery just shitting out on itself. But it does the same thing with a different battery in the car. Just the battery. I got to be there at the right time, at the right place. Hook the Pico.
Well, when you was looking at the draw, the 32 milliamp or 36, whatever, were you pulling fuses to see which circuit it was in?
No, that 32 milliamp draw is okay on a car that was that age.
Yeah.
Were you saying you had a 32 milliamp or no higher than that? I mean,
no, I have not been.
You can't catch it, boo. That's the problem.
Once everything shuts down, it goes down to about 32 milliamps, and that's got to be within a. I mean, that's not enough to kill a battery in 2, 3, 4, 5 days. Might kill a battery in 38 days of not being started, but
shit, I had the battery go dead a few times in the Jeep. I'm like, what the hell? But Johnny had it too at the time. That's when we loaned it to Johnny for that 11 months to a year or over a year. And I couldn't figure out what the hell was draining that battery like that.
Cass is probably right. That's probably where the problem lies, is in the display.
And I noticed my interior light was on. And I'm like, well, hell, it wasn't that, it wouldn't go away. Close the doors, and it wouldn't go away. I'm like, what the hell? And I finally found the cause of it. It was the on the column, the light switch and all, where you can turn it like that. It got accidentally turned instead of the windshield wipers.
And
it would stay on all the time. And I'm like, Johnny, man, you got to watch you got to watch that stuff.
I'm going to have to set up the Pico scope on it and connect everything up to it. I'm going to have to probably take a good lazy boy into work. Get my, I can use my laptop, I guess, to watch TV and stuff. I'm going to have to camp out and set an alarm on the Pico scope if anything changes. So I'm going to have to probably sit there and sleep at the shop for like 4 nights in a row. And then hope I actually wake up when the alarm goes off on the freaking Pico scope saying, hey, something just changed.
I had it on on one of my commercial accounts. They got one of those big passenger vans with LED lights in the rear. It was an E350. And it was the turn signal relay for the left side that was once in a while hanging up. But what happens is it was not drawing enough power to make the LED light come on, but enough to drain the battery if it would sit for a couple of days. That's what I ran into. Change the relay out. Never happened again.
Well, I really haven't put a whole lot of time and effort into it yet. I've just checked it from time to time and see if everything's shut down. Let's see what the draw is. Let it sit there. I'll monitor it, watch it. I walk back, work on other cars, and I go walk by, take a quick peek. Because this customer made it very clear to me that I got time. They said it sat at a Ford dealer for a month, and they couldn't figure it out. It was at another shop for 2 weeks. They couldn't figure it out. This customer actually got so fed up, they had somebody put a kill switch in the thing where it actually kills the battery.
Mm-hmm.
Kills all power to the car. It's wired up within the battery. I did unwire all that. I had to take all the freaking kill. So to get in the car, like when the car originally came to me, to get the car to start, you had to put the key in the ignition, and then you had another fob, and you had to hit on it. And then all of a sudden, your cluster would light up, and the car would start. And when you got out of the car, if you didn't want to lose, if the customer didn't want to have an issue with the battery going dead, he hit off on this fob, and it disconnected basically power from the battery. No power was able to travel from the battery. Now the radio resets every time, all the computers reset every time he was doing this. But he just basically said at this point, try to find where the draws. So I removed his stupid. I got to figure out where they got this kill switch set. It's kind of interesting setup that they had there. But
I never heard of a kill switch.
He told me take your time. He said this is no longer a primary used car. He said this is just a vehicle that his daughter is going to be turning 16. They're coming up after Christmas, and he wants to be able to turn this car over to her, but he wants the problem solved and fixed. So it's just going to be a matter of.
Well, he said, I have never heard of a kill switch with a key fob. That's pretty.
That's what I'm saying. It's a very interesting thing.
Yeah.
I disconnected the shit they had. They had like a relay thing connected to the battery, and and then there's the main ground that would normally be on the battery was connected to this relay thingy box.
Yep.
And then a wire came off of that to the battery post. But I'm assuming there's still got to be something else in the car, like up under the dash. Like I said, I got to look into it more. But this customer said time is not an issue right now. He just wants to figure out what the problem is and what is causing it. And this customer also informed me he did not buy this car brand new, but he's had the problem with the car ever since purchasing the car.
Doing good, Frosty. How about you?
What's up, Frosty? Damn,
I've never heard one of those. I never heard one of those things ever drawing that much power, Renegade. But I don't know.
What's that?
Oh, they don't. Them GPS trackers that car lots put on their cars.
It possibly could draw that much power. I mean, if you start drawing an amp and a half or something like that, well, it's on if it stays on too long.
Does it have LEDs?
Does what have LEDs?
That car, does it have LED taillights?
I don't think so.
I don't know. I'm asking.
I don't think so.
LEDs don't draw anything anyway. If they on, they don't draw shit.
Well, like I said, that van, that was it. That's what did it. I mean, it took me. It went to several shops and they replaced, alternator, battery, starter. I mean, they replaced a bunch of shit, and it took me about 3-4 attempts to find it. And finally, when I had it at my shop that one time, the last time it was there, it finally acted up on me and it happened. Like I said, that relay was just touching enough to draw power, but not to show that the tail light was on or the turn signal light was on.
Oh, was it dirty? The relay contacts were dirty? I
don't know. I just put a new one in.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, that would do it. A sticking relay, yeah.
Just usually you get a car with a draw. Within a couple hours, you'll see it. Either just straight up drawing and something's not going to sleep, or something is still staying on, or you'll go there and it'll be fine. And after so many minutes, you'll get a draw again, and then it'll come back down, it'll bounce back and forth. I mean, I've had my equipment on this car for 8 hours and never caught it over 32 milliamps.
Well, Renegade says that if you got a car lot tracker on it and they're tracking it, it does draw power.
Well, it does draw power. It depends on what kind of unit they have on it. It's how much power it's going to draw. So I got to dig through the car more. I just been
JWC Tech, what's up?
What's up, JW?
Tarek says the key fob kill switches are all over Amazon. People buy the cheap ones that do more harm than good. The good ones are around $300. Amazon special is around $50. I got you. Right, that's what I was saying, Mark. That's what's happening with that van.
Yeah, they'll short just one chip of short.
I find a lot of them,
and the whole thing won't like.
I find a lot of draws that come in my shop. A lot of times they're they're a lot of times, like if it has a rear wiper, I've had a lot of rear wiper motors that it's still trying to get to a park stage and it hasn't parked, so there's still power going to it. Those are just easy to find. You just go after the car, you just go back there to see if it's hot.
Right.
Where the motor is, you'll feel it, but Trailblazers, I used to get Chevy Trailblazers and GMC Envoys in Olds Bravadas and the Saabs, where there was always the instrument cluster that was causing a draw. I always look for broken power window switches, door lock switches, power seat switches. I've seen those cause draws a lot. Blend door actuators.
Derek has trans issues.
I had a couple where it was just the freaking BCM itself was bad.
I got trans issues, trans fat. I need to lose some
Renegade
weight.
says just being installed doesn't draw much, except when it's being tracked. Just something to check.
Yeah, but somebody who's tracking it, wouldn't they find the fucking thing and they come get it if they wanted it? Why would they be tracking it if they didn't want it?
I don't know.
Did the guy buy it from one of them type of car lots? Probably not. If he's going to
Well,
give
it
it
could
to
be
his
the
daughter.
previous owner. Could be the previous owner.
I never asked him where he bought it. I just know he said time's not an issue.
Yeah, or an ex-boyfriend that was keeping track of his girlfriend or something.
That's a lot of trouble to go through to put a tracker in and wire it to the vehicle.
You got some fucking nutcases out there.
That's true too, unless he had the car and brought it to the shop to do it. But which I doubt it, because the guy owns it now. You know, the dad owns it. The daughter don't have it yet.
Yeah, the previous owner.
Oh, the previous, yeah, if there was one.
Yeah,
I'm
Dave
thinking
said.
that
Dave
the
said
guy
he
wants
was.
to give it to his
He's
daughter.
not the original owner.
Dave said what he
He's not
bought
the
it from
original.
another guy.
He's had the problem since he bought the car.
Oh, okay.
He said I really haven't done much to it other than hook up my equipment to it.
Holy shit! There he is.
Yeah. Who's that?
Yep.
What up, Raging?
Hear me? Service ain't the greatest.
Yeah, you got to do something about that.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
now
we
you
got
back.
we're applying for Spectrum one tomorrow.
Uh-oh.
Get Wi-Fi.
Spectrum, yeah, Spectrum's the best in my opinion. But that's all we got in town anyway. Except AT&T, and that ain't worth a flip.
Well, the best we have here in Michigan or southern Michigan, Metro Detroit area and all that is Comcast or /Xfinity. My plan supports, I think, up to.
Yeah.
I get speeds around 800 megabytes per second download,
Damn.
120 upload. My shit's fast.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, you got some fast shit.
It's not the cheapest, not cheap. But none of them are cheap here. They all got promo specials, and then when the promo runs out, you gotta go fight and kick their ass. to
Hi,
get back on
Monaco, how are
promo.
you? Hope
Well,
all is well.
Spectrum is big up north. That's what most get north of say Saginaw area. You're up. Spectrum pretty much covers that whole area as being the best internet cable provider.
What's up, Diabolical?
Oh man.
Taking a break, Raging.
No. Just had to jump on here for a few minutes. I've been done for the night.
Oh, okay. Damn, Renegade, you must have fiber.
Yeah, we have fiber.
I'll tell you. What time is it now? So I don't know if the kids in the kids in the house are on or Netflix or any of that stuff right now.
Smoke around.
After 11 o'clock tonight, my internet will be blazing fast.
Looks like you're gonna need a bigger garage, Raging.
Yeah.
Maybe there's a roll cart.
Look at all that China. China. It's making me nervous. Oh my God. It's starting to itch.
Hey, that's not
Got some
China.
Got good drawer bins.
Yeah, I attached them to the wall.
Your garage is more organized than mine, and you just moved in.
I need a couple of more of those drawer bins. I got Craftsman.
I got some other stuff.
$17 at Lowe's.
I got some other stuff that's not China.
What's that?
That's my Snap-on Flink Drive. Flink Drive Plus.
They're gonna tarnish in that Chinese drawer. You didn't know Snap-on designed their tools to do that?
If they do, they do.
Like silver. They're expensive enough to be silver.
Well, there's some China, there's some Craftsman. SK.
Oh, everybody got that clock set back today?
That whole clock setting back thing fucked me up so bad last night.
I did it. I did
swear to
mine
God,
today. I didn't even know about it. Missy said, "Hey, you set the clock back yet?" I'm like, "Is that today?" She said, "Yeah." I said, "Okay."
I think I was texting Frosty something, and I looked at the clock and it said it was like 1:30, right? Next thing you know, I started talking to another friend of mine, and I'm looking at my computer screen. I'm like, what made me think it was 1:30? It's only 12:30. Or whatever, 2:30, or whatever time it was. And all of a sudden I had to take a piss. I went in the house. I look at the clocks in the kitchen. It says it's 3:30. And I'm like, oh, you dumbass. It's daylight savings. You got to go back an hour. But my cell phone automatically did it. And so did my computer automatically change the time.
Right.
But my kitchen stove did not.
No, that's manual.
I was wondering. I'm like, I got confused out here for a few minutes. And all of a sudden I'm like, you dumbass. It's daylight savings.
Yeah, I need to change mine too on the stove. Anyway, the lights went out a few days ago when we had that bad storm come through, and had some lightning that popped within 100 feet of me. It was loud. I was in the bed, and when that lightning popped, I levitated 2 feet. It was loud.
I wish my lights would go out. I wish my power would go out. Fuckers. Knock me out of power. I want to be out of power for a whole week.
We had a surge when the light came back on. It was a lightning surge. They went off and on right away, back on right away. This microphone the studio mic never turned off by itself. Never. And we've had lights go out many times since I had it.
You know how many times since I spent a fortune on well, not fortune, but spent quite a bit of money on a Generac You know how many times I lost power?
There you
One
go,
time. One time I lost power, and it was only out for 20 minutes.
Some nice screwdrivers you got there.
Theo. Uh-huh.
Well, at
Snap
least you're
on. Snap on.
at least it runs on self tests. You know,
Yeah, it does that once a month. Once
it,
a
it
month.
won't collect. It won't
Once a
collect
month.
spider webs like that.
Once a month, the Generac comes on.
Hmm.
I think it's about a 15-minute self-test / maintenance mode test.
Hmm.
And it kicks off the power, so it switches over. It's a big fancy ass. The box outside is like,
Oh, I know you got a big old transfer switch box
yeah,
out there.
I
I know what they
it's
are.
intimidating looking, man.
We've installed them already. Me and Matt V Dream he owns the
I think
electrical
mine is
business.
24,000
Plumbing,
watt.
electrical. We've installed some.
I think mine's a 24,000 watt. It's enough to handle a 200 amp service.
Yeah, we've installed some 40,000, 60,000. Like the radio station, I think they got a 60,000, if I ain't mistaken. Hell, they got them big boats out offshore. Then not that big neither, like 150 foot, 200 foot supply boats. Hell, them fuckers got 100 kW generators.
Talking about hurricane, I get to work on my first hurricane tomorrow.
Car.
I get to work on my first
Hurricane car?
no Stellantis, the new 3-liter twin turbo inline 6-cylinder 6-cylinder engine that they replacing the 3.6 Pentastar with. It's Chrysler's new basically, what I understand, it's going to be the new flagship 6-cylinder engine. It's an inline 6 twin turbo. But I got to do this, believe it or not, this thing's already out of warranty, and it needs a water pump.
That's some tech, then.
Mm-hmm.
Your toolbox is even more organized than mine.
Snap on. Still got it. That's
If you
that
want
torque
another
wrench.
snap-on case, I can send you another one.
Oh, that's not just a case.
I'm joking with you.
There you go. I paid $50 for that one.
I agree with you, JWC Tech.
No, they're not. Craftsman USA right there. Paid $25 for this set.
That's cheap.
Yeah. Craftsman USA.
I had a few sets like that, some small sets.
Mm-hmm.
I was picking
I
them up
cleaned
at
it up.
garage many years ago.
No, pick this one up at. Land compression tester.
Which is the same as a snap-on compression tester.
Basically.
And a
And Mark, he did one not too long ago, I believe. Right, Raging? Toolbox tour?
Oh, there'll be a few more. There'll be a few more coming. Yeah, I did a. I was sitting in the storage building.
Yeah.
I would sell
thought
you the
did.
black 56, but it's buried. Yeah. And that light's bright. That's the Craftsman light. Underhood light.
Mm-hmm.
I thing is freaking bright.
What kind of a battery does it take?
I got a 4.0 in it right now.
Let me see that light again. You know, all they did was take the DeWalt light. That's very similar to my Mac one. Very similar.
Mm-hmm.
It probably is.
Yeah, they just redid it with the Craftsman. Probably made it a little cheaper, and they redid it with the Craftsman battery platform.
I forget what I paid for
Mine
that
takes
light.
DeWalt batteries.
And I've got my Husky back there. Won't get a tour of that one until it's completely done. I'm putting Kaiser foam in it. Yeah. It's coming along. It looked a hell of a lot worse than this.
Well, at least you got yourself a place now.
Yeah. That is correct. Yes, yes. Now let's just get everything organized and put into place.
Yeah, you got your house set up yet?
No, it looks like a disaster hit it in there.
Looked like a tornado touchdown.
Yeah.
Y'all hadn't been home really that long to do anything.
2 days?
I mean, a while back, like when you first got it.
No. We got it and then we left for 2 months. Got to find her another dryer because this one's gas and they don't have gas here. So make sure this door's locked. Fun, fun, fun.
Yeah, we gotta get passed by here. Once you have a big box and you got a lot of tools, man, it takes a little bit to get a tour done.
Well, I've got, yeah, about 18 foot. I think it's the last time I said it.
That's a steal of a price, JWC. Does that garage have enough room to pull your vehicle in?
No.
Not now.
No. Maybe with everything out of it, yeah.
Oh, is that small?
Yeah, it's small.
Yeah, you can tell. It's just wide enough for a car to pull in. I don't even think you could put your pickup truck in there. Could you?
With nothing in here, I could put it in here.
Yeah,
I mean, absolutely nothing.
But like I said, you won't have much room to spare.
Nope.
You almost have to go like Dukes of Hazzard style to get out and to get back in.
It's all right. We got a big size carport type thing in the back of the house. So.
Oh, okay.
Oh, then set that in front of your garage and then you can work right there.
I wish I could. It's bolted to the ground.
Well, okay, then unbolt it.
No. It's too long.
There's no such thing as too long.
That's what she said. Yeah, let me see. Yeah, give me this one.
Some more coffee.
Shut up, Ed.
I was just about to say, sounds like Ed is driving right by there right now.
Like my new barbecue pit cover? But there's the carport.
Oh yeah, that is pretty big.
Yeah. It's literally bolted to the ground.
Could you make a walk-in door right there so you can walk straight into your garage?
Yeah, there's a door right there.
Oh, okay. Well, that ain't too bad then.
Yeah, I'm at the back of the house. Yeah, that thing right there decided he wanted to get problems. But the frame is fixed. So probably Tuesday I'm gonna tear this thing apart.
What happened?
I got some screeching sounds from the front. Seems like
Oh, like-
something hitting one of the heat shields or something. Something's going on.
What's the roof like on that carport? What kind of roof they got on there? Is that it's all metal or is it wood
It's
and metal? Or?
It's a aluminum sheets
Yeah.
made in Japan.
No, that's homemade there.
Oh, the sheets are made in Japan.
Really?
Yeah. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah. Okay.
That galvanized.
Yep, made in Japan.
That's galvanized.
It's
Well,
got a pretty got a pretty good sized backyard on it. There's all my car parts. Or truck parts, whatever you want to call them. My poor rod mower's got a flat tire.
Ruh-roh.
Yeah.
Have to put a rope in the middle of it, tighten it up.
But I'm gonna go to Tractor Supply or something and get a new tire for it.
Put a tube in it.
No, the tire's got a hole.
Oh, put a patch in it, then put a tube.
No, it's like a slit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's the front.
It's bad.
That's how big the
Nice.
door is.
Yeah, that's not very big.
Uh-uh.
If you're not careful. If you would ever put your truck in there, if you wasn't careful, backing up, you'd knock a mirror off.
There's a Suburban.
That's right, Mark. There's a lot of work in that move.
But other than that, I mean, it's a quiet street. My landlord's son lives right next door to me. But
Just hope he ain't got a key to that, pal.
no, you don't go in my house.
Well, that may have
Here's the
changed
driver's
now
side.
since you've seen you move all them tools into that garage.
Put it till you Theo, I'll put it to you this way. I've got a detective friend that lives up the road. I got another friend that lives across the street. There's probably about 10 cops that pass by this house daily. Some of them even sit in the driveway for a few minutes.
All right, that'll work.
Yeah, if they catch anybody here and we're not here, they're going to jail. My family is well connected in the city.
What if the guy that's on your property is a ninja?
You better be able to dodge a bullet.
Hey, do you know what kind of shoes ninjas wear?
Huh.
Sneakers.
Some popcorn, Mark.
Yeah, he ain't coming in this house. The
So
landlord
you got all your storage units empty now?
oh yeah, they've been empty. They were empty before we left the first time.
Yeah, crazy enough, nobody ever come around your house.
Well, I would show you a few other reasons why nobody's going to step foot in this house, but I can't.
Can you believe I've left my garage door wide open before all night long and nobody's ever come in here and took a fucking thing? The only thing that's ever come in my garage when I screwed up and left the garage door open all night was raccoons.
Hey, they left you nice presents, huh?
I was still in the garage in the morning. Found a bag of dog food.
That's right, Mark. We got a couple storage units as well. And that, it adds up.
We were paying at least $400 a month on storage buildings. Two 10x20s and two parking spaces outside. One
How much
10x20, about 400.
Oh, 400. I thought you said 140.
That was one unit.
Damn.
Mm-hmm. One unit just for the garage alone.
I think it's $80 down here for a big one. Because a buddy of mine, he wanted a 20-footer or 25 because of his boat, to keep his boat down here. And now you doesn't have to. He bought a house down the road. 4-bedroom, 2-bath, with an apartment, kind of like a mother-in-law space in the house.
Mm-hmm.
Brand new, big old stainless steel refrigerator, double door. Brand new, just about. The modern, like a year-old washer and dryer in it. Gas, everything's gas. Stove, dryer, all that. $100,000.
Damn.
Right next to the hospital in Mamou. But not actually next to it. Dr. Savoy, the one that founded the hospital, his house was next to the hospital. But this is the next one over. There's a street in between Dr. Savoy and him. My buddy from Arizona bought it. Well, he's from Louisiana, but he lives in Arizona. Not no more. He bought that house down here.
Everybody around me tells me the storage units around here are a ripoff.
But he was
They
looking
give you
for
a really good
storage room for his boat.
introductory deal for like the first 6 months, 8 months, year, and then after that, your next lease payment on it like skyrockets, and they just figure they hope that you say, "Oh shit, let's just keep paying it," because you don't want to have to unload all that shit, and move it to another storage unit somewhere. I don't even know what the storage unit fees are around me. I see signs as low as $19 a month, but I was all told that's introductory bullshit, and it'll quickly change on you.
You gonna privatize this stream, Theo?
I wasn't planning on it because it's been going pretty good. So
Okay, I'll wait till the back stream then.
there you go.
That ever happened to you, Raging? Where you
What's
freaking
that?
agreed, like had like introductory rates on your storage unit,
No.
and then it went. Everybody around me says that's what they're all doing around here. They're like offering this low
You can do that,
introductory
Frosty.
rate, and then all of a sudden that runs out, and your monthly payment skyrockets, and they're just hoping that like, haha, they'll be too lazy to go move all that shit again to another place.
Well, we got 4 storage units, I believe. We still
Damn.
haven't moved we still haven't moved everything yet.
Oh, but you don't. Yeah, so you don't plan on keeping it in there for like 2 or 3 years, then?
No.
We had ours
That's
for
cool away, Rick. He's got a storage room in Utah for 130. I think it's 130. I know it's a little over $100.
We'll
And
do that, Frosty.
everything he's got in there, he said half the stuff he's going to throw away, and the other half is going to go in his little apartment. He's got a bunch of electronic tube radios and stuff in there, some test equipment, tube type test equipment. So, but if he would ever get a ride, he doesn't have a truck.
That's Volt right there.
Damn.
You want to know what's inside of it?
That's one of them old metal cases.
This was my father-in-law's saw.
I gotta go lean out the dock. I'll be back.
Don't lean too hard.
Nah.
Man, that thing is
75th
new.
It's the 75th anniversary sawzall from Milwaukee.
Yeah, like I said, that thing looks like new.
Yeah. I haven't used it. Don't plan on it.
Yeah, Walter, because a storage unit is cheaper than a garbage container.
Well, you can always get a storage building put on your land.
Yeah, like I said, we still have 4 right now. So we had 6 at one point.
We parked the semi there when we had it. And I had the boat and the trailer there. And then the 2 10x20s. So, yeah.
You don't have the Volvo anymore?
No, that's been sold. I was sold a long time ago. Early this year.
I didn't see the sawzall. I was leaning on the dock.
Oh. Hang on.
Oh yeah, it does look mint.
Uh-huh.
What's the blade actuator? It's got the twist lock on it for the blade,
Yeah,
or it's got Allen. Okay, twist lock. That works. That's a good one.
I haven't used it. The cord
I
is
like
in the
twist
box.
lock. Yeah, I had a Makita and a Milwaukee sawzall. thought something went wrong with my Makita. I got that at Sears. Oh man, many moons ago. Probably in '97 or something. And I think it was like 100, and I don't know. It wasn't much. $100, I think, for the Makita Sawzall. And something went wrong with it, and I went and got a Milwaukee, and there was a super Sawzall.
I've got.
And so I charged it, and I'm like, I went to plug that in, and it didn't work. I'm like, what the hell? I said, oh no. I went over there. I had a bad. Somebody flipped the breaker on the receptacle, and I was on.
I've got the early 2000s model Craftsman from Sears. That thing was buried in a bucket of water. Let it dry out about 30 to 45 days. Plugged it in, started right up, and it's still running to this day. So, yes.
As long as they're not plugged in when they get wet, it's all right. Oh, 8. Damn. Oh, auction. Okay.
Yeah, I got my Milwaukee sitting there on the shelf. Right.
I like the Makita because it's a little lighter. It was lighter than the Milwaukee.
Mm-hmm.
Use it quite a bit, believe it or not.
I was framing houses at the time and remodeling, framing and remodeling. So, and Sawzalls come in real handy when you're remodeling. And addition.
Yeah, it's been crazy around here, Tarek. It's a lot of wrenching, and then, vast majority of the evenings, squeeze in an extra hour or two or something like that, cleaning up around here. I'm good at felling trees now. That should tell you something.
What? Did you chainsaw?
Oh, you want to see? If you want to see chainsaw, hold on 1 second.
I got another one over there. You're like, that's not a chainsaw. This is a chainsaw. I didn't pay anything for that one.
170. This thing's got some power, man. That thing's got some power.
MS 170?
Yeah. 170. That's a good saw, and they got plenty of power.
Uh-huh.
Are you ready? Now this is a chainsaw.
Oh, look at the bar on that thing. Damn, that's a 36-inch bar. 32,
28.
36. Huh?
It's 28.
28. Okay. Well, I was closer when I said 32.
461.
That's a saw.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big bitch, I'll tell you what.
Yeah, buddy.
I don't use it much, but we got a couple trees that are big. I mean, I got a smaller one with an 18-inch blade on it. I use that all the time.
Yeah,
Right.
you need another subscriber. Get rid of that terrible number.
Hmm?
He's got 6,600. 6,066 subs.
Yeah, somebody needs to get sub to his channel. Oh, here's nothing. It's up.
Astrolight.
No, it's up for sale. I'm selling it.
What? Oh, the compressor? Why?
I want something smaller.
Oh, that's going to be
I'd
ugly.
keep that thing. If it's paid for, I'd keep it.
7 horsepower peak, 60 gallon, 135 max, made in the USA.
I'd keep it. Because before you know it, you're going to need one.
God damn it, Tarek. A 661 with a 36-inch bar? That's a big one. Jesus Christ.
There's the black US General.
Oh, yeah, that is buried.
Yeah, it's buried. It won't be buried for long.
Our motto is in rust we trust. That's right, Emily, sir.
Yep. Rust belt, salt belt.
Mm-hmm.
Well, hey, I tried that induction heater on them on the exhaust bolts. It did not
Yeah.
work.
They don't. It don't. It don't get hot enough, or it just don't work.
Nope, don't get hot enough.
Damn.
Barely any heat. But the only thing I can think of is because it's exhaust stuff. It's just not. It's just not magnetic enough to create that heat.
Cutting torch.
Well, that's what That's what I end up using.
Oxyacetylene.
That's what I end up using.
Yeah, just put a torch on it.
Well, that's what I did. I was hoping I didn't have to use an open flame, but you know.
Yeah. Some guy tried to offer me $400. I'm like, no, dude. I got it up there for sale for $1,000.
A 250. 250 Impala. My dad had a 66 Impala. He wouldn't have a car. I was 2 years old.
I'm going to bring this back.
Bought that car brand new in 66. I was 2 years old, and that picture of me standing on the hood, with him, I'm leaning on my dad's shoulder, and my mom took a picture of me. He wouldn't have a car without a V8. He did not like a 6-cylinder at all. He liked when he stomped on the pedal, he wanted to get up and go. When he custom ordered that 73 Dodge Charger, oh man. I forget how it took him he ordered it at the end of the fall of the year, and I think he got it in January or February. I remember it was cold going to pick it up. That car was fast, man. Yeah, V8 for the win.
Yeah, we don't smoke in the house. I'll smoke in the garage, but that's about it. Otherwise, it's outside.
I'm still smoke free. June, July, August, September, October. This month, in the middle of the month, it'll be 6 months.
Damn. Not bad. I
Right.
thought about giving them up.
Yeah, I built my own air compressor. I've got less than that in that. I've got
5 months. I'm sorry. Yeah, I wouldn't get rid of that air compressor. No, no, no.
Yeah, I just need something
That's a
smaller.
belt-driven one too.
Uh-huh.
That's a quiet one.
I just need something smaller.
I wouldn't get rid of it.
I don't use it all that much.
It don't matter.
But-
You still got it. You know, you still got it, and you hook it up. That way, you don't need to buy another one. You know, or trade it for another one. Because if you get an oilless, you're gonna regret it.
yeah, those suckers are loud.
It's not only that, it's got that it's not oil. The piston, my Craftsman, I had a 30-gallon 5-horse, and it wasn't oil. You can see the damn connecting rod, the piston going up and down in there. It wasn't enclosed in a crankcase, or a sump cover, nothing. It was just a Teflon piston or whatever. They made whatever they coat them with. You could see the damn piston going up and down in there, and the connecting rod going around, like this. I'm like, damn.
I got an old Quincy. I picked that air compressor up, big motherfucker. Picked that up for $250. Got me 4 old propane tanks, big ones that were like, what's that? Like 118 gallons or something like that. Grabbed 4 of those, made a frame, and set that big air compressor on top of that with an electric motor. And like I said, I don't know. I think I got
Yeah.
like 700 or 800 bucks in that.
I got that one
Plenty
too.
of volume. Yeah, that's
Also-
good for a little nail gun,
Mm-hmm.
trim gun. But or portable, going on another job site or something.
I think I gave $50 for that thing at a pawn shop.
That's cheap. I mean, that was a deal.
Yeah.
I got a what are them? I got a wheelbarrow with a Honda on it. It's a M-Glow double bullet tank wheelbarrow style. With a 6.5 horse Honda on it. That thing there, that's a carpenter's rig right there. That's for a carpenter, because them nail guns, every time you shoot, it's just one little burst of air. It would keep up with an impact, a small impact like a 3/8. You could use that on it, and it's got a fast recovery on it. The tanks go as dual tank. They only about that big around though, and like 32 inches long. But it's fast recovery.
Tarek, I've been
And it's
looking
quiet.
online. I've been looking it up online. That air compressor right there originally cost $2,500. You want to come again?
Yeah, that's what I got is a 7 horsepower electric motor and then a 2-stage. That's my
At the big
Quincy.
shop, we got twin tanks. Now they're separate. Each one of them has, and they 3-phase motors on them. 3-phase electric. And in between the two of them, I think it's 400 to 500 gallons. We got the volume, got the capacity. It don't run out. It does not run out. We had a line bust one night, and it blew up Briggs and Stratton parts and all that. It wasn't for in them hangers, pegboard hangers and shit. A line in the corner blew at night. Johnny opened the shop. He heard the compressor running. He was
Mhm.
eating breakfast and it didn't shut off. He's like, let me go check, see what the hell's going on. Went in the compressor room. It was running naturally and went inside and he could hear the air. He said it was like about 50 pounds coming out of that thing. And he
Yep.
looked and showed he started a lot of the parts and stuff like that were misplaced, lost. And he went and turned the switch off. And he said they had a lot of air coming out of that line. He said that them compressors ran for, he said at least 5 hours.
I went and looked it up on eBay too. Some exactly like that were going for $1,500. Selling for $1,500. I do my research. I don't just make prices up.
A water softener. I remember those, some friends of mine, they used to have water softener because everybody was on well water out in the country. We never had water softeners there. Daddy didn't believe in it.
Well, like I said, I just use steel propane tanks, older tanks, so that worked well for me. It's got a lot of air. Half the battle is air storage, and then the next thing is have a big compressor to keep up with it. But
I don't have a very big compressor at my house. I got rid of my bigger one. I think all I got now is it's probably, I don't know what the fuck it is.
I built mine.
30-gallon tank, maybe?
I built mine for back in the day when I had my welding shop. So I was running 2 plasma tables off of that, and then ran air for for my working on farm tractors and shit. And it would still shut off. So that's how big that compressor was.
We had a good size one at the service station. Well, it was a station / shop.
Good night, Art. Thank you for stopping in.
And we had that big lift that had that big cylinder in the middle and it came out the ground. And that was air over hydraulic, so it needed air. And it needed a good sized compressor to, when you're going up, you don't want to be stopping mid drift.
I got a 5 horsepower oiled 30-gallon.
Oiled?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought you said.
Yeah.
What was his question?
Who? Full wave?
This
What
one?
brand?
What brand is your compressor?
Campbell Husfield, 135 psi, 7 horsepower, 60-gallon.
What's the CFM on it? Cubic feet per minute.
I don't know.
It's on there. It's on there. It's a big one. It'll keep up with it. Whatever you throw on it, it'll keep up with it.
Oh yeah.
Now, if you're using a 1-inch impact, and lay down on it, you might need to stop and let it catch up a little bit for a couple minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Hell, we never did have to at that station I was talking about. We never had to let up on that 1-inch impact. We're taking off 18-wheeler tires. Shit, that thing was just Cadillac.
Mm-hmm.
1-inch impacts, they hit hard.
Trying to see if I got a picture of that air compressor or not. I did a video about it. Big air for little money. That's how I called it. That was a big bastard. Well, it still have it, so it is a big bastard. That's one of the items that's still in the storage unit. Yeah. Oh,
My shop has 2 Champion 7.5 horsepower, 2-stage 80-gallon compressors. The shop I work at, I don't think they need it anymore, but they could probably get away with one.
there it is.
Let's see.
That's a big bitch right there.
I missed it.
That's the one I built.
Right.
That thing.
Nothing wrong
That
with
thing
that.
that thing is tall as myself.
You got a good water separator and filter on that thing?
Yeah, have you seen the size of those suckers right there? Boom.
Oh yeah. There you go.
And
I
then
didn't see that earlier.
and then I got tubing going up too, and a cooler. So behind that fan right there, there's a cooler there too. So it cools the air, then it sends it through the filters. Yeah, everything is sky high these days, JWC Tech.
Yeah, y'all use a lot of air at that shop full weight. He works at a HVAC place,
Mm-hmm.
and they use a lot of air blowing out them big old. You know, it's commercial air conditioning HVAC.
I said my shop has 2 compressors running in line with each other.
Yeah, there's a
One's
big difference
primary,
between
another's a
stage and
secondary.
two-stage.
And we have 2 7.5, I think they're 7.5 horsepower, 80-gallon 2-stage champions. I know they're champions. I'm pretty sure they're 7.5 horsepower, 2-stage 80 gallons. I know they're 2-stage, and I'm pretty sure they're 80-gallon tanks. I don't think the shop needs it anymore because all the hydraulic hoists are gone now. It's all electric, above ground. And so many of the guys are using power tools now. I don't know if there's actually a need for that much air power at our shop, but it's there.
When technology takes shit, y'all at least y'all have air.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, we got plenty of fucking air if we need it. That's all
Yeah.
I'm saying. But I mean,
Like
it's not
Johnny,
my
he
stuff.
he doesn't believe in tools battery operated like for mechanics because he's got 3 of everything for air, you know, and a snap on, Ingersoll Rand. He's got 3 1/4, 3/8. He's got die grinders. He's got just about every air tool there is for a machine shop and mechanic. So he doesn't have to buy battery stuff Now he did buy the little battery. He bought the kit, you know, for the little drill, you know, the 1/4 inch impact. He did get a kit, but that's, you know, not really heavy duty use. But hell, we was using it on that car, you know, breaking them nuts on that. Them little 1/4 inch hard impacts, they hit pretty damn hard. There was only one or two big nuts that we had to actually use a ratchet on, a 1/2 inch ratchet to get off.
Hey, real, a screw compressor is, I mean, that is the best of all.
Mm-hmm.
You can't beat that, but fuck, they're expensive.
It's a rare occasion in our shop where I hear both compressors running away trying to keep up. That would mean there's a bunch of tires getting mounted, which never really happens much. And you got a couple guys using air hammers and shit at the same time. I've heard them both of them kick on and run for a period of time, but even when they're running, they put out enough CFM that it doesn't slow your tool down. I don't know what their CFM rating is. I mean, you could look up a Champion 7.5 horsepower, 80-gallon 2-stage. I'm sure their CFM rating is probably in the 20s. And that's per compressor, and we're running at around 150 psi shop compressor.
Yeah, Tarek, I was running 2 plasma cutters, and with plasma cutters, you cannot have any moisture in the air. You'll ruin your consumables so fast, it's not even funny. So
yeah, make it flame all messed up too, Google Eye too.
Well, it ruins your tips on your consumables, and then because the tips get ruined because there's moisture in there, yeah, your chute will go sideways. It'll go sideways. But yeah, that's why I got the cooler on there. I got a big loop on there that will catch the vast majority of the water, and then I got a water separator and one with how you call those things? That pull moisture out of the air, the little blue balls.
Dehumidifier?
No. God damn it. I can't think of it right now.
I know what you're talking about. I just can't.
Silica balls?
I just call them dehumidifier.
But yeah.
We have a cooling system on our air setup. I don't know what the hell it is, what brand it is. There's two things. There was a cooling system and then a dryer system. They both kind of are a dryer system, but the air comes out of our lines is pretty clean. I mean, you wouldn't want to be running a body shop with our air.
Thank you, Tarek. Yes.
Desiccant. Isn't that silica?
Desiccant.
No, desiccant.
Yeah, but what's inside the bag? Isn't that silica?
No, it's that. This is what's inside the bag, but you can buy them in jugs and pour them in filters. They have filters that are set up with that.
Yeah, our air is pretty clean, but like I said, it's not clean enough.
Yeah, but Walter, when you put a filter device on the plasma cutter, they're not really good at cutting all the water out, because if you don't have anything, you won't believe how much water you get in your system. It's just crazy. Yeah, I'm too fucking cheap for that, man. I just built my own shit. I can tell you that right now.
I'd have to look and see what brand cooling system and dryer system our shop has on their equipment back in the back room. I've never paid that close attention what brand it is or any of that shit. Like I said, our air is pretty clean. It's not clean enough for a body shop. Like you're painting cars and stuff like that.
Yeah, that big air compressor that I showed you a picture of, you can paint with that.
You get much moisture is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, well,
the body shop couldn't have that. You can't have that while you're spraying cars and.
Yeah, that's where I got that one set up for. So there's no moisture at all in that when that air comes out. I mean, it cleans it completely out. Hey, we're over the 2-hour mark. Holy shit.
Sure enough.
All right. Y'all want to say your goodbyes?
Y'all have a good rest of your week or beginning of your week. Stay safe and everybody have a good one. Thanks for me on, Theo, and thanks for everybody in chat for joining in the conversation.
Thanks for coming on, Dave. Raging?
All right. Sorry I'm late, but I wasn't going to come on, but I decided, what the hell? It's been a trying weekend, very busy weekend, but nonetheless, we had some fun. Live stream this week coming. Don't know exactly what day, probably Tuesday or Wednesday. One of those 2 days. Videos will be popping up the next couple of weeks. I will be recording, so since I'm home. But other than that, everybody, y'all keep those wheels spinning, beavers grinning. We'll catch you on the next one.
All right. Well, good seeing everybody in the chat. Good seeing everybody in the panel. Appreciate you having me up, Theo.
Thanks for coming
And
on.
y'all know the routine. As always, it's good being north of the grass. Y'all stay safe. Be that way. Be that way. Stay safe. And as always, love, peace, and crackling grease. We'll catch y'all later. Aplita.
Pluta. All right, everybody. I appreciate it for y'all coming out and hanging out with me tonight. And hope everybody had a good weekend. Hope everybody's going to have a good week. I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. Peace out.